Hey man, I love your advice. You give awesome advice, and hey, we got the same birthday.
Good question, man.
Hey Ted, I've been full vegan for about 5 months and I've been experiencing a lot of weight fluctuation. What do you suggest to keep my weight low on raw?
Self-image. This is a self-image thing. We see it so often. It doesn't really matter what diet you're eating. If you see yourself as someone who's slightly overweight, doesn't matter what you're eating, you're gonna find a way of staying overweight. So you've gotta start seeing yourself. You gotta hold that image of the person you wanna look like, of the you really wanna look like, of the you that you know is inside there. Hold that image in your conscious mind, and eventually it's gonna go down your subconscious mind, it's gonna take root, and it's gonna become you, it's gonna take over. Yes, of course, go for runs, go for bikes, go for swims, move your body every single day, just for the sake of feeling good. And that's also gonna help burn some calories and lose some weight, but you don't do it for that reason. And of course, you eat the clean, simple foods. You eat the bananas, you eat the papayas, you eat the tomatoes, you eat the cucumbers, you eat the coconuts, you eat the strawberries and blueberries and raspberries and dragon fruits. Just eat all the fruit you want. And when you're holding that image of the person you want to be like, and you're eating those sorts of foods, and you're running and you're cycling as that person, what do you think's gonna happen? You know, when you start talking like the person and walking like the person and, you know, acting like the person, you're gonna start having and being what that person has and what that person is. So yeah, find out what you want to look like, find out how you want to feel exactly, and then just start feeling that way now, and then start seeing that person in the reflection of the mirror now. You know, if you start to see a collarbone, focus on that collarbone. Be like, holy crap, I got a collarbone. If you see a little bit of bicep, focus all your focus and admiration on that bicep that you see, just ever so slightly. Praise yourself for what you really love. Focus on what you absolutely love about yourself, and totally disregard the rest. You're totally now becoming you 2.0. Just hold that vision, hold that image of yourself. You gotta have that crystal clear image. When you close your eyes, you gotta be able to see that person. You gotta be able to see that person. Thin, fit, strong, healthy, sexy. Describe yourself in perfect detail, write it on paper if you want to, and then read that over and over and over again until it sinks into your subconscious mind. You gotta be consciously aware of what you wanna look and feel and act like if you want it to actually manifest into your reality. So basically, you've got to see it before anyone else does, and that's how it's going to become. But just know that progress is so slow, so don't look for it. It's like trying to look at the grass growing. You don't see grass growing. It's just next thing you know, you come back a month later after vacation, your grass is like this tall. But if you stare at the grass for a month, you wouldn't see it grow that tall. It just grows so slowly. Same with the flower that's opening. You don't see the flower opening. There's actually one variety of flower that opens very quickly, right in front of your eyes. But 99% of the flowers, like, open so slowly that even if you stare at them, next thing you know, it looks like that, but you didn't see any progress happen along the way. So you could have gotten disheartened along the way if you're so focused on the progress. So just enjoy the process instead, and just trust the process is gonna happen. You're not stupid, you know the grass is gonna grow. You're not stupid, you know the flower is gonna open up. You're not stupid, you know you're gonna become the weight you wanna be. It's just a matter of time. If you wanna be rich, you're gonna be rich. If you wanna be smart, you're gonna be smart. You're not stupid, you know you're gonna be smart. You know you're gonna be rich, you know you're gonna be fit and healthy and sexy and strong and beautiful. Just do what those people do, feel good about it, and just love the process, 100%. Not even a matter if you can or you can't. It's a matter of, if you focus on it, you will.
Hi, my name's Natalie. My question to you is, have you ever been in love, and what did it feel like to you? That is definitely somewhat of a lame question, but I think that you learn the most about someone when you ask those types of things. So yeah, nice to meet you.
Holy smokes, that was a really powerful question. I've never been asked that, surprisingly. I don't think I've ever been asked that. I don't remember ever being asked that. Yes, for sure I've been in love. Yeah, I've definitely been in love, and it is crazy. It's completely illogical. This is the beautiful thing about love. This is what love teaches you. I don't know if you asked me what love taught me, but this is what I learned from being in love. It's completely illogical. It allows you to do the impossible, and when you do what you love, when you're going after what you love, and when you're with the person you love, the word excuse, there's no such word as excuse. It's like the color purple to a blind person. There is no excuse for anything. It's like you love them so much, you transcend every excuse ever. There's no even contemplation, there's no consideration of an excuse. It's just you get stuff done. If someone's on the other side of the world, you connect. If you don't have any money, you get the money. If you know everything's just breaking down, you build it up. If someone's on the other time zone, you stay up 24 hours just to speak with them. You know, you go days and days and nights without sleep, without any calories, and you're just with them. You're just with them. You know, you're being fed from your solar plexus. You know, you don't need to eat any food because they're feeding you through your solar plexus. You don't need to eat anything here because this is all being fed, man. You're just Oh, it's unreal. It's a drug. Love is a drug. It is an absolute drug, because then after a while it wears down and reality sets in. But you know, you can still love the person. It's just on a different level. So I think, yeah, love is just something that we're all seeking. And when you find it, man, it's like, whoa. It shows you life is magic. It shows you life is magic. It can make you cry if you think about it long enough. Yeah, if you want something to be grateful for, just be grateful for the fact that love even exists, man. It doesn't need to, but it does, you know. Love exists. It's like, oh my God, love exists. And we're so lucky. We're so fortunate to be able to experience love. Love is when you're in love, everything changes, man. When you're in love, you look at your television and you're just like, wow, what a beautiful TV. When you're in love, you look at a rock on the ground or a weed in the bush, you're like, what a beautiful weed. You know, everything is just, wow, you're just, oh, you're in love, man. The whole world changes. Your whole world changes when you're in love. So yeah, beautiful feeling, beautiful feeling. And I believe that we can experience it many, many times in our lifetime, and I believe that we can experience it with different people at the same time, which some people don't believe. I totally believe you can be deeply, madly in love with one person and deeply crazy in love with another person at the same time. But a lot of people, they don't believe that, so I don't know if they're opening themselves up to being able to experience that, but I've definitely experienced that as well. And that is, oh my God, it's like twice as crazy, because you love this person so much, and because you love this person so much, you feel so much love. And so when you're loving this person, it's like, holy smokes, man, it's like you can just give them so much more love. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. Our heart is not a box, it doesn't fill up. It's not that you can only love one person at once. It's like having twins, you know, you give birth, you have twins, you love both kids equally. It's crazy. So yeah, you can definitely love more than one person at one time. You can definitely love more than one sport at one time, love more than one movie, love more than one artist, more than one song, more than one country at one time. And you can definitely love more than one person intimately at one time as well. So yeah, something to keep in mind.
Do you ever plan on coming back or visiting Vancouver or Canada again in the near future?
Yeah. Coming back in May 2016. May 2016. I'll be there for come back. Yeah, May, June, July, August, maybe September. So 4 or 5 months I'll be there. Coming back for race season. Gonna hit up all the triathlons and then back to Chiang Mai for a whole season of training again. So yeah, see you in May. Come fruit yourself. We'll do a potluck. Fruit luck. We'll do a fruit luck.
Hey Ted, I'm a new follower and I was wondering, what's your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? Obviously triathlon. I love to swim, bike, and run. Running of the three is definitely my favorite, but I do love all three. They're up there, but running and we just go way back. I guess because I've been running since I was like 3 or 4 years old when I was playing soccer. But yeah, I love triathlon, and I love playing ping pong. I love throwing the frisbee around. It's a fun sport as well, frisbee.
So your videos are about goals today, and I wanted to mention something that I once heard. That is that you should make goals like an adult, but believe in them like a child.
That's a good one. That's not a question, but that's a good one. I like that.
Hey Ted, so what's your biggest inspiration to achieve your goals? Thank you.
Thank you. Biggest inspiration to achieve my goals? Here's the thing about inspiration. It doesn't last. Inspiration doesn't last. So if I was inspired yesterday to do something, today good chance I might not be inspired to do it. So inspiration happens in the moment. If you're inspired to do something, go and do it. Go take some sort of action on it. Now, my biggest inspiration is always changing, but I can just put on a YouTube video and type in triathlon motivation and just get so motivated by what I see, and I get so inspired by that. Or I can just type on like a inspirational YouTube video or inspirational people or something, inspirational speech. Anything can inspire me. I can take inspiration from anything. So biggest inspiration to achieve my goals? Well, it depends what my goal is. If my goal is to swim better, I type in Michael Phelps. If my goal is to run better, I type in Michael Arnstein. If my goal is to bike better, maybe I'd watch some Harley Duran rider or type in Chris Froome or Lance Armstrong or something. So it depends what my goal is. If it's a fitness goal, I focus on that. Obviously, focus on the athletes. If my goal is business, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is my biggest inspiration when it comes to business. And yeah, so it definitely depends on what the category is. But any sort of inspiration, we live in 2015, you can go on YouTube and you can get inspired daily. If you wash your body every day, you clean your teeth every day, you eat every day, you go pee and poo every day, you gotta stay inspired every single day, man. It's every single day, you gotta feed your heart. Feed your heart and soul with inspiration. Never before in human history have we been able to be so inspired at all times. It's an amazing time we live in, take advantage of it. YouTube search, Google search, inspirational content or whatever you want. Triathlon inspiration, soccer inspiration, raw vegan inspiration. Type it in, you'll find some good stuff right there and feel good about it.
Hey, what are your favorite books? Also, who's your favorite musical artist?
Favorite musical artist right now, The Weeknd for sure. I love The Weeknd, but currently the song in my head over and over and over again is Adele's Hello. Adele, Hello, and it's just the one song. But The Weeknd, I listen to all The Weeknds over and over again. I also like Drake a lot. So The Weeknd and Drake, two of my favorite artists. The Weeknd really makes me feel awesome, and the Drake makes me feel awesome as well. So favorite books, there's too many. Check out fruitliving.com/audiobooks and you can see my favorite audiobooks right there. But some game changers, I'll tell you 2 or 3 game changers right now that 100% is going to change your life forever if you actually do what the book says. First one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This teaches you how to relate with other people, not be a dick, not be a douche, and how to just actually be a nice person. It's very rare to find these people, so be that person and people will be attracted to you. Ideally, maybe, who knows? If not, it's all good because you're feeling good about being nice to other people. So How to Win Friends and Influence People, and the other one is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. These two, cha-ching, very, very good books.
How long do you plan to stay in Chiang Mai, and will you be there for the Thai Fruit Fest in 2016? Love your vids, by the way.
Yeah, cool. I will not be here for the Thai Fruit Fest. I'm leaving in May of 2016. Fruit Fest happens in June of 2016, so I'm out of here before then. But I'm coming back in September, so I'm gonna be here until May, and I'm coming back in September. So there you have it. I'm gonna be here for a while, and then I'm coming back for a while.
Yo, so I've been vegan since June 1st, and should I go raw? Cause I'm 14, but like I feel like I should develop more. Yeah.
Dude, you're 14. What does develop mean? Like, if I were to go cooked right now, if I'm raw vegan right now, if I were to go cooked, that would be like undeveloping. I'd be like undeveloping myself. So if you want to develop more, you say, dude, raw vegan. The younger you are, the more important it is, really. The younger you are, the more important it is, because your body is so clean, so sensitive, you can uptake all this stuff. The nutrients are in the raw food. You cook it, it's like, raw food's like, you cook it, it's like, you want to develop, man. You eat that food and it takes you to a higher level, higher vibration. It's very hard to explain, you have to experience it, but it just takes you to places. It takes you to places that I can't even explain on video, man. Just high vibe foods, living foods. When you eat them, how do you think you're gonna feel? High vibe and alive, man. That's it, definitely go raw. Actually, you don't need to go anywhere, just start eating raw. You don't need to go raw, just be raw, man. Just be raw. Be raw, I like that. Be raw, that's pretty cool, be raw.
I only got one question for you. Will you marry my sister? No.
Doesn't sound like your sister wants to marry me. No, I won't marry your sister. But we can hang out maybe. Could be nice.
Hi Ted, my name's Tiffany and I had a question for you. What is your biggest motivation for working out and staying fit every day?
My vision, my goals, the fact that I'm not yet where I want to be. That's what motivates me. If you're motivated by something else, it's not gonna last. If you're motivated by something within, like you're not where you want to be yet, then that motivation is always going to be there until you achieve that goal. And then the cool thing happens is that if you're a goal achiever, if you're a goal setter and a goal achiever, you're going to be relentless. So by the time you do achieve the goal, it's not going to be good enough. You're going to want to set another goal. So I'm always setting goals, always setting goals, always setting goals, and going after them, progressing towards them. And then once you achieve them, you're like, it doesn't matter. Like my goal at one point was have a MacBook. Like this was a dream, you know? And then once I get it, it's like, well, yeah, I got a MacBook, obviously. Thailand, living in Thailand, it was my goal to live in Thailand. And then living in Thailand, it's like, yeah, where else would I be living? Running a sub 20-minute 5K. That was the biggest goal of mine for so long. I want to run a sub 20-minute 5K. As soon as you run a sub 20-minute 5K, you're like, I could have gone faster. You just want to go faster, man. Slacklining. I spent 6 hours one morning at a festival, this folk festival, trying to walk across the slack line. If anyone ever tried to slackline, it's like balance beams. It really takes focus and skill to cross the slack line. And I finally crossed it. You'd think I'd be like, yes, finally, man, 6-7 hours working at this thing, I got it. No, man, the first thing I felt when I got to the other side was, okay, I gotta turn around and go back now. How do I turn around and go back? That was the goal. It's like, you're always working on the next thing. Yeah, that's what motivates me. Improvement, progress motivates me, man. I know I can do more. I just wanna keep doing more and more and more because I know I can. So, that's that. But you definitely gotta have a vision for yourself, a long-term goal, long-term vision. I have a picture of myself, you know, when I'm 30 years old, what I'm gonna look like when I'm crossing the finish line at a certain race. And when I'm training out there, man, I just pretend I'm that guy. I'm consciously training to be that guy. And it's just a matter of time now before it happens. You know, it's not gonna be a surprise when I cross the finish line in first place. It's gonna be like, oh my God, I did it, wow. It's gonna be like, yeah, man, I've worked my ass off for the past 10 years at this thing. So, yeah, I've currently been training for triathlon for about 5 years. I plan on being a whole different athlete in 5 years' time as well. So, long-term vision, definitely. Most people don't have a long-term vision, but when you do have a long-term vision, you keeps you on track, man. Keeps you on track. So
I just wanted to tell you that I find you and the things you say very inspiring because you chase your dreams and visions. To ask, since when are you in Thailand? And how do you manage, for example, health insurance? Because I want to go to Thailand for Fruit Festival next year.
I've been in Thailand now for 11 months, going on a year now, and I don't have health insurance. I just look at my coconuts, look at my bananas, my tomatoes, my cucumbers, and dragon fruit, and I'm like, that's my health insurance. But you can get it for cheap. You can get it for cheap, and you never know what's gonna happen. Some people know what's gonna happen, but most people, they don't know what's gonna happen. Some people are more accident prone than others, we'll just say that. Myself, historically, I don't have any history of accidents, but they call them accidents for a reason, man. Accidents, historically, statistically, have happened, and yeah, if you want to get health insurance, go for it. It's just like locking your car door. You can lock your car door if you want, you don't have to lock your car door if you don't want to either. So, I was the guy who didn't lock my car door. I still don't even lock my house door a lot of times. So friends just walking in here when I'm not here, leaving me notes. Thanks for the fruit, man. It was good dragon fruit. Looking at the ground. Why is all this dragon fruit on the ground? So yeah, people just come in, do whatever they gotta do. But anyways, I don't have health insurance, but you might as well get it. It doesn't hurt to have it, that's for sure.
Do you think it's necessary to eat greens, a supplement, if you're living in Germany and winter's coming and you can't afford best quality fruit anymore?
Yeah, definitely. If you can't get really good coconuts, if you can't get really good fruit, eat greens, man. Greens, I didn't make a conscious decision to stop eating greens. I just realized one day after like 3 weeks, after a month, that hey, I haven't had any greens and I actually feel pretty dang good. And then since I started thinking about greens, I looked at them and I'm like, I don't even want them. Just looking at them, I'm like, no thanks. I'm feeling too good on just fruit, just coconuts. So I didn't consciously decide, hey, no more greens, in the same way I decided, hey, no more meat, no more cheese, no more dairy. I didn't decide to cut it out, I realized I had cut it out. When I go back to Canada, there's a good chance I'll eat some greens, for sure. It's just that I'm in Thailand, all the greens here are all wilted and yeah, not attractive. But man, coconuts, like, when you got stacks of, literally 30, 40 coconuts in your room like that, like, all ready to be eaten, like so good, man. My favorite question out of all those, I gotta say, my favorite question out of all those was, have I ever been in love and what did it feel like or what did I learn from it? That was a really cool question, powerful question, man. Love is, bam, love is everything, man. Love is everything. The only reason you do anything, the only reason you should do anything is just to feel that love, man. Oh, we are so lucky to be humans to be able to feel that. That is just the craziest feeling ever.